Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Spartans will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Dorsey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Arizona State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Dahl. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, and come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running into the open space. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Grab near the marker. It's Dahl. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some. Touchdown, Arizona State! The offense cashing it in on that.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. So Michigan State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jason.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Abraham. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the grab at the 10. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Booker. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a...
Oh, a lot of space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Here we go. Back to throw, it's Abraham. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Complete to the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here on 3rd down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a...
He's got it inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Spartans have their offense in high gear. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll try the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up 14 over Pittsburgh. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Oh, they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Abraham. Snags it over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Spartans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
221 wing, 221 wing.
They'll try to get it through the air. Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got a man. It's Johnson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air, it's Abraham. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Military stun! Military stun!
They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pop the draw. Nice move to keep running. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10.
Touchdown, Sparty! Fired in from the red zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play and get the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Dorsey. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab on the big throw. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Snares it outside. It's Hills.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on third down. Under fire. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
Turning it on! Bust through behind his pad. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Abraham. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Spartan. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Fires left. Complete downfield. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field, stringing 1st downs together.
He'll take a shot. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll return it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Dropping back, it's Abraham. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target to the left. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. And the Spartans are marching down the field.
Music no. Music no.
Gonna look downfield again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Quick completion to the right. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Spartans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Abraham. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like...
Touchdown, Michigan State! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They will get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
To throw, it's Abraham. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. Come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
As the defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Now on the return. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Working that left side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it.
Going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Unloads to the wide middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Abraham. Caught over the middle, it's Anthony. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive, he can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have bounce. Can't always throw for it on third down. You gotta be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. It's a draw. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the route is on.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This should be the last play of the quarter.
Pace, 27, jump.
Pulled and fired complete. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Abraham. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Hills. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Spins away from the defense. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, push that lead out. A really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Spartans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That's caught. It's Thompson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him.
There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Spartans are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Abraham. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Oh, he's getting ahead of stick, and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. And coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll bring it out. It's Dorsey. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snap to the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Release to the back. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see...
Played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Hunt. Runs through the tackle. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Looking to convert. They'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Hunt. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Hunt. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
63, Michigan State 30.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a